I'm nervous about what
I follow Black Business Goals as a page, and I saw this, and I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is somebody's business.
Ma'am.
Actually, that's not even the video
that looks like porn.
Yeah, this was the video that was actually shown, and I was really confused.
Mm-hmm. No, that's not a normal massage.
Yeah. Well,
is it like a
No, this is what he does for a living.
Is it like a sex massage? Like,
this is the one. This was the video that I saw.
What?
Mm-hmm. So I sent this to my best friend, and she said, "Oh, girl, you're late." And she sent me some others. I said, "Oh."
My friend, where's my phone? Hold on. I got my friend the guy who I used to talk to, he does.
Oh,
he does.
Oh my God.
We'll have to talk about it.
For me, it was the without happy endings. Like, what? Are you? What? I was very concerned earlier. Like, I sent it to Brandon.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, babe, I'm about to book this for my birthday. My phone was blowing up. He was like, the fuck? Like, I didn't know.
Like hell you will.
First of all, one of the dudes, he goes on like tour. He go to different cities. The money that they make, I'm in the wrong business. I'm going to just say that. I am in the wrong business.
What?
I mean, it looks amazing, but I don't even, that's just,
that's not a normal massage, though. Like, if I was to go to massage therapy, that's not happening to me in massage
And the other
therapy.
dudes got on, like, fitted hats, T-shirts, jeans.
Yeah.
You know, like, this looks a little perverted. Looks like just a way to touch. But, I mean, they booking clients, so.
It's the new booty photographer. You ready to start the show?
Yeah.
All right.
Because...
Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
What is happening?
I don't know. Girl.
I'm your girl Sierra T.
And I'm your girl Sherelle B.
And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast.
Where we wrap the culture up in color.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Episode 22 is here in the building.
All day, every day.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Very.
That was very, very interesting
Very.
just now. I'm kind of shook if I ain't gonna hold you, dog. Like, I'm a little bit like, what? Like, excuse me? So yeah, anywho, welcome to this week's episode,
Yes.
episode 22. Check us out on itstheblock.com. We over there. We on their Instagram. We on their Twitters.
Yeah.
We're everywhere. Check them out for local arts, lifestyle, community, everything that you need to know about the city of Charlotte in terms of where Black excellence is being held.
I like that.
That's where you need to be going, and it's
Period.
to theblock.com.
They need a theme song like, it's the block.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, we should present that to them.
It's the block.
Just like that, like a quick... Giving very much UPN vibes.
You feel me? Yeah. You know what? I can't.
We are on another level right now, apparently.
I'm on a new level. Share. Oh, man.
Okay, we got a cute little list for you guys today.
We do.
So, I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be cool.
Because last week was a little somber.
It was kind of like a
I watched it like, dang.
Womp womp. Like,
Damn. What's going on?
Right. All right, sis. What can't you wrap your head around?
You know what? I'm gonna keep it serious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was telling sis about a little health thing I was dealing with last week, and I cannot wrap my head around the fact that I know that there are a lot of women that do not check that out. So I went to go get a mammogram, and I don't know if you women know that you were supposed to get a mammogram at the age of 40. However, with different family history, they may tell you to get it done earlier. And because we're told, because both of us even admitted that we were told that it hurts, a lot of women do not get it done. And I can't wrap my head around that. My mother is a breast cancer survivor. My great-grandmother was a breast cancer survivor. Early detection is the key. So though that little 5 minute of uncomfort that I felt, saved my life, if anything. I'm fine, but I can't wrap my head around the number of women, because I just kind of did a little digging, the number of women that do not get their mammograms every year. Please, I'm begging all of you women who are watching this show, of all races, all colors, everything, go get your mammograms. Talk to your doctors about when you should. If they say 40, go get it at 40. Do that, please. Early detection is key. Breast cancer is very, very, very common in African American women. So my sisters, please go get your mammographies when you can. I went to Novant Health breast imaging. They are so I've never been in a more comfortable doctor's office in my entire life.
That's good.
It was so relaxing, because when I tell you my anxiety was here the whole time, but it was just so relaxing. It's like some Mariah Carey playing in the lobby. It was really, really nice. Like, really nice. You know what I mean? But regardless of the situation, they let you know right then and there if they need to do a little bit more further investigations on your health. But please, regardless of the situation, please go get it done. So I know I was talking about somberness, but I need y'all to go do that.
Yeah.
I was scared, and I understand why y'all are scared too, but please go get it done. Please.
It's very serious. It's very important. Even, you know what, just not even just with getting your breast checked. Like men need to go to the doctor. You don't want to wait till it's the last minute. Like she said, preventative care is the best care.
That's it.
So you want to catch these kinds of things early if they do exist. So yeah, absolutely.
Especially if you have insurance. Like, I know a lot of people do not have insurance, but there are ways that you can still get preventative care without insurance. But if you do have that insurance, use it.
Yes, please.
It comes out of your paycheck.
I use mine.
Use it. Use it.
Yep, I definitely use mine.
Okay. What about you, sis?
Mine's is on a little bit of a lighter note.
Okay.
If you saw my Instagram today, then you already know what I can't wrap my head around. And I'm going to repeat it because it needs to be said on a little more public platform.
Period.
And that is, if you have booked a flight and you are in the last group of people that board, sit the hell down, okay? Sit your ass down, okay? You're boarding last. Get your broke ass in a chair, okay?
Oh, man.
You're boarding last. Why are you at the gate?
No, honestly.
No, seriously. But why are you at the gate?
It makes no sense.
You all in the way of the people who, like, you're in the way of VIP. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like,
yeah,
elitism is in the airport, okay?
It is.
It is what it is. And you in the way.
Yeah.
You know you in the last group. Why are you standing up? Go get a drink. You have time to go get a meal.
Damn. No, you really do. You really do.
Am I lying?
No.
Am I lying? I don't understand. Like, what are we doing here?
No.
Like, I've granted, I with American Airlines, I boarded in like group 5. So, I'm not far off, but I'm not group 9 either.
Damn.
You know?
I get you.
Get up when they say like 7, group 7. If you're in group 9, then you can get up maybe. But
and that's when you kind of get up, maybe pull your pants up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But you don't need to walk towards the gate.
I mean, they call group 1, and all of y'all are like.
I really think a lot of people think they can kind of like finagle their way. You know what I'm saying? Like bat their eyelashes at the the airport workers.
The guy at the counter was like, if you came up, he was like, he's like, I said group 3 only. Like, he was being super shady.
This says group 5. I said 3.
He's being super shady. So yeah, that's what I can't wrap my head around. It's like, just sit down. Like, you're group 9, and that's
sit down.
Sit down. It's just I don't understand it. It's like the same people who like are in the back of the plane and stand up. You're getting off this plane last.
Yo, people that like soon as the plane touches the ground, that take their seat, you're not going anywhere. Like, relax.
What is happening? You're in the back near the kitchen and the bathroom.
Damn.
You're not getting off this plane any sooner than that.
At all.
Like,
just sit down, relax.
Relax.
You literally could probably
read another chapter in your book or something
before the rest of the plane. Like,
I just don't understand it. I don't understand it.
I get it.
And it should be illegal.
Damn.
Okay. I won't go that far.
Damn. I get it, though.
It's annoying.
It really is.
Stop it. All right, sis.
All right.
Let's jump into this show.
Okie dokie.
We got a few political things here.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
Yes.
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing.
Unfortunately, 45 has finagled his way back into the news. First, it was about, he's suing all the big tech companies, Facebook, Facebook, Twitter, and the Google.
Not the Google.
Yeah, Twitter's, Instagram. He's suing them all because the big tech companies, they waited a little too late to shut him out. But now he's coming for everybody that he thought when he put them in the place, when he gave them a job, that they were just going to be completely on his side.
Oh, they thought it was going to be sweet.
You guessed it. But you guessed it. Okay. And it's just not looking good. This time he's actually going against his Supreme Court nominee, Brett Kavanaugh. Remember him? He was on trial for his creepy ways and his blackface and all that stuff like that.
Yes.
So, yeah. Your boy Trump loaded up on Kavanaugh. This is what he said. And it's a new book that's coming out. It's by Michael Wolff. It's called Landslide: The Final Days of the Trump Presidency. Ridiculous. And he's just going in about Kavanaugh. This is what he said. He said he's very disappointed in votes by Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh, his own hard-won nominee, and that he hasn't had the courage you need to be a great justice. Right. It's so funny. He said there were so many others I could have appointed and everyone wanted me to. So why didn't you?
Right.
Then he said, where would he be without me? I saved his life. He wouldn't even be in a law firm. Who would have had him? Nobody. Totally disgraced. I only saved him. Girl.
Just giving real dictator vibes.
It's really, it's pretty, like, he was going off on Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, but, if you just kind of notice that he's been gone for a couple months, now he's come back, and the news is constantly talking about him all of a sudden. So I want you guys to keep that in mind, that Trump is somehow, some way finagling they shut him down on social media. So his best way to get to the people is through these little random behind rallies that he's having in weird parts of the country, and then being on the news. And this new book, and this is like what's his name? Michael Wolff. He actually interviewed Trump. So these are like literally the words that he's saying. It's not just some, from some third party source.
Right.
It was ridiculous. Like, he was saying for Kavanaugh to not do Trump's bidding on the matter of ultimate importance, overturning the election, was in Trump's mind a betrayal of the highest order. So this man actually thought that putting the people in that he liked, Brett Kavanaugh, what's her name?
Amy Coney Barrett.
Amy Coney Barrett. He actually thought that the Supreme Court could overturn an election in his favor when you just lost. There's nothing to overturn when you lose. You lost. It's okay.
See what happens when you elect idiots?
You lost. He said that Trump also feels betrayed by all three justices he put on the court. All three of them. So
all three of them?
He don't bang with all three of them, and that includes Neil Gorsuch and, of course, Amy Coney Barrett, but reserve particular bile for Kavanaugh, that son of a gun.
He's so infuriating, yo. And you know what? I really feel like, and I had posted this video earlier today, too, and I was just talking about, like, don't sleep.
Please don't.
Y'all think it's a game, and the Democrats have really been frustrating me because they are just way too centrist and way too wanting to heal the world, make it a better place for you and me type of vibes with the Republicans, and the Republicans are not playing that way. And I keep saying this, and I'm going to keep saying it, but they are playing dirty. They're doing everything, like, under the table. They're doing everything they can to win. And the fact that, excuse me, that the Dems are not, is really, like, it's giving me, like, pandering vibes or something. Like, like, I don't know. I don't feel like as confident in like the future of this country, and especially in terms of like elections and like what's to come. Like, like I am like, I don't know if is existential dread the right term.
Yeah. No, you're right.
But I just feel like the country hasn't learned its lesson, or I don't know if it's like the Dems haven't learned their lesson. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Like, I don't know if it's because it's like it's still kind of early in the Biden term, like, but we don't want to wait until
year 3 or 4.
Okay, when we getting ready to get into election, the election year of 2024 to do something about what's going on here. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, we get it. Y'all have moved in. Y'all should be beyond comfortable now. It's 6 months in.
Thank you, because people be like, well, he just got in there. I mean, what? Well, shit.
By this time, Trump had already banned Muslims.
Okay. No, like read the receipts.
By this time, he already banned Muslims from entering the country. Put a ban on transgenders in the military. He was already messing up everything, and by March, he was doing that. Now we're heading into July. You see what's going on in Texas. We didn't put that on the list, but like just talking about what you're saying with the Republicans and Democrats, like you see what's going on in Texas. All the Democrats are left Texas to go to Washington, really to make a statement about what they're doing in Texas with the with the election, with early voting. They're literally trying to make a law in Texas that says that certain people cannot vote in certain counties. They're only making an extension for different counties, which basically is not of brown and black people. You know the vibes in Texas. You know the vibes in Texas. So the Democrats all got on a plane in the middle of the night singing "We Shall Overcome" in Washington. They literally did that in Washington D.C. Like, we get what you're doing, but I don't know what you can do in D.C. about what's going on in Texas. Like, Texas plays dirty. They'll bang that gavel without y'all. It doesn't matter.
It's just like I'm just so tired of them trying to reach across the aisle. Fuck that aisle. Put it on fire. Actually, burn the aisle.
Burn it down.
Burn it down, because it's not working. Y'all trying to hold hands and kumbaya, my lord. It's not working. It's not working.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them singing all these hymnals all of a sudden. And
you listen. You can pray, but you gotta. Was it faith without what? Works?
Yeah. But what do you got to put the work in.
You praying, but you ain't doing nothing else. Well, it's in God's hands. You got to do work too. You have to do work too.
I don't know, man.
It's frustrating.
Just pay attention. Please pay attention. This dude Trump is just slithering his way back. I mean, he wasn't impeached, so he can run again in 2024.
Well, he was impeached.
I mean, he was impeached. I'm saying he wasn't indicted.
Yes.
Am I saying the right word?
Is that the right?
I don't know.
It's giving me right word vibes. I would say yes.
It's another word, and it's gonna be on my way home. I'm gonna be like, that's what it was. But basically, he's still eligible to run in 2024. So please pay attention. Just like we were telling you last week about paying attention to these primaries and what's going on. Just pay attention.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Also pay attention to what's going on with in Tennessee with these vaccinations. All of a sudden,
let me read this for y'all, because this is so nasty.
It is.
This is nasty. The Tennessee Department of Health will halt all adolescent vaccine outreach, not just for coronavirus, but all diseases, amid pressure from Republican state lawmakers, according to an internal report and agency emails obtained by the Tennessean. If the health department must issue any information about vaccines, staff are instructed to strip the agency logo off the documents. The health department will also stop COVID-19 vaccine events on school property, despite holding at least one such event this month. The decisions to end vaccine outreach in schools events come directly from Health Commissioner Dr. Lisa Piercy. Additionally, the health department will take steps to ensure it no longer sends postcards or other notices reminding teenagers to get their second dose of the coronavirus vaccines. Postcards will be sent to adults, but teens will be excluded from the mailing list, so the postcards are not potentially interpreted as solicitation to minors. It says these changes to Tennessee's vaccination strategy detailed in a COVID-19 report distributed to health department staff on Friday, then reiterated in a mass email on Monday, illustrate how the state government continues to dial back efforts to vaccinate minors against coronavirus. This state's approach to vaccinations will not only lessen efforts to inoculate young people against coronavirus, it could also hamper the capacity to vaccinate adults and protect children from other infectious diseases. Yeah.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
This is what we mean by how the Republicans play.
I mean, and I don't really think this is going to work because if you're talking about anybody, I think it's 16 can get the vaccine. You cannot stop these kids, from getting the vaccine. Like, so yeah, you can stop the door-to-door solicitation and things like that, but you cannot stop them from getting on social media. You cannot stop them from getting on TikTok. You can't stop them from getting on anything. If they want the vaccination because they want to be safe, then that's exactly what they're going to do. Now, I'm just trying to figure out this sudden need to not give kids vaccination for these other diseases that have been around for centuries. Like, I'm trying to figure this out.
Well, the anti-vaxxer movement has been quite a thing now. I know, like, Jenny McCarthy's an anti-vax or whatever. Did you hear that story years ago of this boy who went behind his mother's back to get vaccines so that he wouldn't get polio?
Yeah. Like,
the kids, you used to defy your parents by, hanging out late. Now they got to sneak behind their parents' back to go get a vaccine. Like that's the new rebellious thing.
Like, why you don't feel good? Oh, I got my first shot yesterday. I told you not to.
Exactly. Like, this is absolutely insane to me.
It really is.
I mean, and like, no offense, but children are dirty. They pass germs around. They are disgusting.
They're gross.
They sneeze in their hands.
Oh.
They don't cover their mouth. You hold them, they coughing in your ear and shit. Children are gross. So.
Very gross.
And like, child, the Delta variant is here, girl. Like.
Listen, I saw an Aggie who I'm friends with on Facebook. She lives in Australia, I believe. She was like, yeah, week 3 of quarantine. Like, it's coming. I am a firm believer that it's going to come. Like,
I think she's here. I think Delta variant is here.
Yeah, I'm still a little confused as to how we still don't really know what coronavirus really is. So how do you know that there's a new variant? You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Like, I'm just like, so
I hear you.
What? Like, there's so many questions, and I don't know.
Child, in my job talking about we going back into the office August 2nd.
Ooh, what you gonna do?
I guess need to find a new job.
Damn. Like, are they forcing you to go back into the office?
Well, we're going like once a week to start. Then why even go, right? Wasting my damn gas on that.
Yeah, for one day.
So the Delta variant can come back and y'all can be like, oh, we gotta go back to working home.
Exactly.
No.
Really? My job is talking about doing, we're gonna go back to in-person events next year. I'm just like, as a programs and events manager, I'm like, are we?
Listen, I tell my mom, I don't never want to go back into office.
And, it's kind of sad because you have all these new office buildings being built and all that stuff like that. And it's like, no one's going to be in them. Like, I understand that there's a lot of people that do miss going into the office because I got all these work clothes in my closet that I can't wear. But I think a lot of these companies are realizing, like, wow, I'm saving a lot of money on rent.
But, so we were talking about this with my mom, and my mom was like, but if you're like my company, like, they have a lease, and I think they have like 7 or 5 years left on the lease.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm like, would it still even be cheaper to just break the lease? You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
But child, that micromanaging shit is real. So, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
What else we got for politics?
What else is ridiculous is that, so what's been going on with the Olympics, and Sha'Carri Richardson has literally lit a fire under everybody about athletes and the use of cannabis after she was pretty much kicked out of the Olympics for lighting a blunt. Well, thanks to social media, now the White House is actually pushing to rethink on cannabis use in sports. So they're thinking about having a meeting really, really soon about that. Not really sure.
I mean, if y'all have this meeting and then y'all make this rule, can she carry?
Right.
Can she participate?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to figure out why we're still having the Olympics if the Delta variant is running all over the place.
What's really going? You know what? This country.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Why are we still having the Olympics if this thing is still around?
I really want to free the people of the shackles of capitalism, because that and the economy and all this, that is the reason why all these countries are risking the lives of their citizens for some gold.
Yep. Tokyo already said that there will not have any spectators.
Nope.
So nobody can go to the Olympics but the athletes that are participating. So I don't know. But yeah, we're going to have to see when the White House decides to have this meeting. The report was saying that they're thinking about having a meeting about the use of cannabis when it comes to sports. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that it really doesn't free everybody else that uses cannabis. Yeah. But, I think this whole situation with Sha'Carri Richardson was just kind of like, was it really that serious that she can't, you know what I mean? Because by the time, it's not like she was going to be tested positive by the time she got there. Like, it would have been out of her system probably the next day or two. Like, so I don't know. It's going to be real interesting.
Very much so.
Very, very interesting.
Very much so.
The other thing we kind of have is, like, I guess this would be with politics, about a bunch of racist stuff that's been going on. Press the thumbs up button on YouTube if you're tired of us talking about racism every week. But too bad, because y'all keep doing stuff that need to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get tired of talking about racism too, but it's just like,
the racism is everywhere.
It just exists, okay? Mm-hmm. Including overseas in England.
No one's shocked.
No one is shocked there. So there was like a big soccer game a couple days ago, and it was between England and Italy. Italy beat England. And on social media, the Brits were very, very upset because of 3 soccer players in particular that missed some penalty shots that they thought that's the reason why they lost the game. Mm-hmm. These soccer players were all African-American.
African-American?
I'm sorry, not African-American, black. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was saying, wow.
I forgot we in Britain.
Yeah.
Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, and Bukayo Saka. They missed some penalty shots. They were a bunch of racist attacks all over social media. I saw a few, just the monkey sign, the monkey emoji, the banana emoji, just, oh my God, it really was just horrible. So London's Metropolitan Police they are investigating the offensive and racist social media comments towards the footballers, but it's just not enough. So a lot of athletes have been kind of parading around them in support about what's going on, but like Sis said, like, who's really shocked here? I mean, look at what's going on with Meghan Markle. Okay, all she did was get married.
And she is lighter than the both of us, and they was calling her a monkey. Child.
And so these 3 young men who, some of them are like Daniel Kaluuya's complexion. Mm-hmm. I mean, it only goes downhill from there. So, like, I don't understand.
I mean, I don't know much about what goes on over there, but I do always hear stories about, like, the black soccer players and just kind of like the stuff that they go through over there. And I would just, like, I don't know if it's impossible, but, like, I would implore them, if their home, their real home country has a soccer team for them to play for them. Now, but I don't know how that would work in terms of, like, you know what I'm saying? But if there is an African nation,
I think that only works in, like, when it comes to, like, the Olympics and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a lot of, like, NBA players that if they're not American, they'll play for the other team. You know what I'm saying? Things like that.
But I'm saying, like if they're Nigerian, right? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, then does Nigeria have a team? You know what I'm saying?
Well, this was of the European Soccer Championship. So,
well, the Europe stay over in Africa any damn way.
This is very true. This is very true.
They done stole a lot of stuff from over there, including the soccer players.
Yikes. No, seriously. It's just really bad.
I hate that for them. I hate that for those guys.
And it's weird, because, like, reading this report and, like, all the support that they're getting from, English, media and stuff like that. It's like, is it really genuine? Like, when it hurts, but we're so proud of you, said the Daily Express.
What?
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you're seeing all these things, that they're, this is why we take a knee. That's David Lammy. He's black, Labor Party member of the parliament. A lot of these people is just like, of course, there was immediate condemnation from leaders, including Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Yeah, the guy that looked like Tommy Pickles. And Prince William, Queen Elizabeth's grandson, who is president of English Football Association.
Oh, what did he say?
Okay, this England team deserves to be lauded at. Wait, okay, this England team deserves. Who's writing this? To be lauded as heroes, not racially abused on social media. Mr. Johnson, that's Boris Johnson, said. Those responsible for this appalling abuse should be ashamed of themselves.
No matter what country, no matter where, people always want to like put their like, this is wrong, we shouldn't do this. But the people who are in place, in position to really make changes never do anything about it. And I'm actually tired of people saying, I'm so sorry this happened to you. Really? Then do something about it. Make some legislative changes. And stop tweeting. Because tweets, I'm still getting called a nigga. So now what?
Right.
Now what?
Exactly. And we'll continue. It's not going to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like the next season will come and God forbid I miss a penalty kick or miss a basket. I mean, and it's just like, there has to be a conversation about, sports but I went on a rant last week about what was going on at UNC Chapel Hill. I mean, so nothing changes,
I really wish, I don't know how it works, but like if there's an African nation team that those three men could play for, go there.
Yeah. And whoop they ass. Like literally. Speaking of your neighbor Hines whoop, the USA basketball team, like this is just like preliminary.
I heard it got beat
twice. It's not looking too good.
Is none of the All-Star players are there?
Yeah. Yep, a lot of the All-Stars are there. Nigeria beat them, and I forget the other team that beat Team USA. This is just preliminary stuff, but like preliminary is like almost paints a picture for the show. So
dang, they must have been watching the tapes.
I mean, but honestly, like in the NBA players' defenses, like most of them just came off of playoffs. Like tired.
This is true. And
then some of the players that are in the finals right now, once they get their trophy, it's like, oh, thanks, they gotta go over there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang. Still don't know why they're going over there. If y'all talking about the Delta, y'all talking about state of emergency, but the Olympics is still going on. So no bystanders, but all the athletes. It's not like it's just one or two athletes. It's hundreds of athletes. So what does this always say? Like, you know what I mean? Is it Uchi Wally or Mike? Like,
which one is it?
What are we doing here?
What? Just want to make it make sense.
I'm just saying.
Speaking of the Olympics, Allyson Felix, out here just being like the most amazing black woman ever, has decided that she is covering childcare costs for professional athletes that are competing at the Olympics.
That's awesome.
That is super, super dope. Oh my God, I didn't know she was the most decorated track and field Olympian in history.
She's amazing.
It says, so this week she announced a partnership with her primary sponsor, Athleta, and the Women's Sports Foundation to launch a $200,000 grant aimed at covering childcare costs for professional athletes competing during 2021. 9 athletes have already been chosen, including Olympic hammer thrower Gwen Berry and Olympic saber fencer Mario Zagunis, each of whom will receive $10,000.
That's dope.
That's really, really dope. Yeah. I really like what Allyson Felix is doing, and like just like her story, even from like, her leaving Nike and creating her own thing. Like, you know what? A lot of people feel threatened by black women.
Of course.
And you know what? Honestly, they should be. Because we are coming for your shit. We're coming. And you should be scared.
Coming for that neck.
We are coming for that. We are doing it. We are really taking things by the bull. We're taking the bull by the horns. And it's like, this is our time.
Because, after a while, you get tired of just being,
asking.
You get tired of being duded on for no reason. It's like, you know what? Never mind. If Nicole Hannah-Jones didn't teach you that, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I got it. Like, like just literally. If don't worry about it, I got it was a person, it'd be her. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, I really like what she's doing. You know, it's like, you can only fight so much. You can only fight so much an uphill battle until you're like, you know what? Actually, let me just take this little side path and do my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Allyson Felix for being super fine. Like, that's so dope. Like,
It is.
That's really cool.
I would have.
And I never even thought about in terms of like childcare. I never would have thought about that. Like, yeah, I guess some of these athletes actually do have children.
Yeah,
so it's kind of,
it's like they can't, like, who's gonna sit? Like, the kids got, they want to watch, but like, who's actually gonna watch them?
Right.
Like, mommy sitting here running laps around the track. Like, who's gonna watch my kid? I mean, I would have babysat. You said 10,000?
Yeah, right.
That was available. I would have.
Would you risk getting the Delta variant for 10,000?
No, I'm not doing that. That I'm not doing. They could have stayed over here with me, and we could have just put on the TV and watched it right there. That I'm not doing. I'm not going over there. I'm not going over there. I'm not going. Oh gosh,
I'm screaming.
Girl, I'm not doing it. I'm just not.
Oh my god.
Speaking of not going anywhere, and this is a local story.
Mm-hmm.
This is a local story. Yeah. Basically, all y'all teenagers, y'all can't go to Concord Mills, okay? Right here in Charlotte. So there was an announcement today, or early this week. Concord Mills announced the implementation of a youth supervision program that will begin on July 30th. Under the new policy, all visitors under 18 must be accompanied at all times by a parent or adult ages 21 and older after 3 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays, which is prime time teenage mall time. Concord Mills is committed to providing a pleasant and family-friendly shopping experience for all guests. The program is in response to feedback from the community and community leaders as the center reinforces its commitment to the community to provide we're repeating ourselves here. Its commitment to the community to provide a pleasant, family-friendly who wrote this? Mm-hmm. We are establishing a youth... Sorry, the writer in me is like... We are establishing a youth supervision policy as an enhancement to our existing safety plan and to deter activity that is disruptive to our community. Basically, they're tired of all these young people going to the mall and starting fights while people are trying to shop. Mm-hmm. So...
Let me say this. I've been in North Carolina for many years at this point, and they have been trying to do this. They've been doing all types of curfew things and whatnot since I was in high school. Okay, and I will be 35 next month. So...
Girl...
I don't know. Like, first of all, I didn't know teenagers were still going to the mall because the mall's like it's like a dying thing. Like
Concord Mills.
Right.
Sorry, I'm not a fan.
Teenagers going to the mall is like a dying thing now. Like,
yeah, that used to be like a thing. Like, oh my god, like know.
Yeah, see what all the cute boys are going to the mall.
Exactly.
Might go to the movies or whatever. But yeah, Concord Mills have been having that issue for a while. Like years. Yeah. Like years.
Yeah, years and years.
Right. So, I don't know. I don't go over there. The traffic is too much for me. It gives me anxiety. And like the little rounded, I hate it over there. So I just don't go over there.
Hate Concord Mills with a passion. Mm-hmm. Like, if I go to Concord Mills, I need to be, if the mall opens at 9, I need to be in the parking lot by 8:45. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, parked. I'm not going there at all. Like, I don't. It's just too much.
There's always a shooting going on over there. Something like I hate it over there.
Always a shooting, always a fight. So
so
we will see what Concord Mills is about to do.
Remember that you can find stories like this and much more over on itstheblock.com.
It's the block.
They gonna grab that. I'm telling you, they are going to grab that. That's going to be like a new thing now. Please go to itstheblock.com to get all of your local Charlotte news, lifestyle, arts, community, entertainment, and events. Itstheblock.com. It's the block _ on Instagram, and it's the block, and at it's the block _ on Twitter as well.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
Oh girl, the rest of this is a mess.
It is, but it's not too much. It's not too much. Kind of somber. So I came across this thing about Frito-Lay workers on strike in Topeka, Kansas. They are being forced to work 12-hour days, 7 days a week, no time with their family. One of the workers was saying in the video, their shift ends at 3 p.m. and they're forced to go back at like 11 p.m. Yeah, it's horrible. Or their shift ends at 9 a.m. and they're forced to go back at like 6 p.m. It's not cool. There were already a lot of conditions that were being talked about, like unhealthy working conditions. There was one worker that was talking about one of his coworkers was literally complaining about heat exhaustion. Like he was literally getting ready to pass out, one of the line workers. And they were management was telling him, the line has to keep moving. We got to get this stuff out, this, that, and the third. Literally, they had to carry him out in a stretcher by the end of his shift. They also complained like they have not gotten raises in years. And he said the raises that they have been getting is like 20 cents, 30 cents, while the CEO of Frito-Lay is making millions of dollars every year. 30 cents.
Listen, y'all not suing these companies enough for me, because let me tell you, the first time I fall out from heat exhaustion on a job, it is now the Sierra Triple Frito-Lay.
literally.
the Triple Frito-Lay warehouse plant, whatever you want to call it. Y'all, I'm telling you.
Get all these nasty flavors out of here.
Exactly.
All right. So please just next time you go to the store and you're looking at Frito-Lay products, just kind of remember all those workers that are slaving away to get these products to, to these Walmarts, to these grocery stores, convenience stores, everything like that.
Are they overworking them because of like people quitting and COVID, and how everybody was like being furloughed or
no?
fired?
They're just saying that the working conditions, and they basically just like, I don't even get to see my kids. I don't get to see my husband or my wives or my loved ones because I'm always at work because y'all need y'all little nasty Fritos. Or Frito-Lay, the Frito-Lay company makes many, many things, not just potato chips. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need y'all stuff at the store. Like, my boyfriend, he works in supply chain management. He tells me different things, about these stores that are constantly complaining about stuff, like, and they have to work double, triple overtime, and that's just from this, on the back end of stuff. So now so when he's making orders, they're going to a warehouse. The warehouse is going to the truck. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So yeah, so pay attention to I did see a sign on Twitter in some store. It was like, due to the Frito-Lay strike, we're out of product.
Wow.
Oh well, like, pay these people.
Also, keep in mind, 600,000 people died last year. So that's a big chunk of people. So it's not like a lot of people don't work. It's like, you can't work if you dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm 6 feet under, sis, like, there's gonna be no podcast. You understand what I'm saying?
Listen.
Like, if we in the grave, like, there's no, like, we're the girl. They dead. Like, you can't work if you're dead, though.
There's always conversation on social media about the importance of taking your PTO, about taking a freaking break.
Go off, sis.
Okay. These corporations, even small businesses, don't even get it twisted. God forbid something happens to you, they will replace you so quick. Do not work yourselves so hard. I understand, you want the townhouse, you want the house, you want the car, you want to go on vacation, you want to shake your ass on a yacht.
In Dubai. In a thong.
Okay. Understood. Okay? You have to take a break. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm guilty of that. I have worked through my lunch. I have worked after hours.
I've done that.
And it's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? And then when something clicked one day when I'm sending emails late at night. Well, late at night to me, it was like 7:30 when I should be watching Wheel of Fortune, and I'm getting out of office messages from the people that I'm getting like, we need this right now. When I finally get it to them, oh, I'm out of office. Wait, what? So why am I?
Yeah.
Why I'm sitting here not eating, not getting my booty rubbed, not doing anything to get you something you need, and you didn't even really need it today?
Mm-hmm. A lot of people have those moments. My moment was when 2 years ago my job was downsizing, and they were firing everybody that day, and they was going in alphabetical order. My last name starts with a T, and I was stressed out the whole day. And then all the people that they had fired eventually, like, their work went on to us.
Right.
And I was like, ooh.
Right.
I will never be doing more than I need to.
Mm-mm. I try not to work past 5:30 every day unless it's a necessity.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's a necessity.
And when I really think about it, I'm trying to think what would really need to be a necessity, especially in my industry.
Mine would be like elections or something like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's please.
Your peace of mind is so important. It is so important.
And that's what's going on with these workers at Frito-Lay. It's like, nah, we not about to do this. And then you talking about giving people 30-cent raises?
Did you see that? I don't know which airline it was, but they're giving like $247 an hour for new hires.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm thinking about it.
Nah.
I don't like being on the airplane that much.
There's no way.
$247 an hour.
I could never.
I would be on Instagram with the money fan. Like just like, what's up?
Like,
hey, brokey.
What happened?
What's up? Money calling. It's money. Money's calling.
Taking selfies. Hold up. Autopilot.
With the sound, you should be here. With your broke ass. Get money like me. I'm getting.
Yo. Oh my God. Oh my, like seriously. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just wanted to point that out. Also, child, in New Jersey, Karen strikes again. Girl.
Sherelle showed me this video before the show.
Girl. It is unnecessary what's going on in New Jersey.
Get this woman an Oscar because she's acting her ass off.
Okay, so at Short Hills Mall in New Jersey, a white woman identified as Abigail Elpick, she actually tried to strike a black woman. Her name was Emoja Ukenta. She literally, if you see the video, you can physically see this white woman trying to hit this black woman. The lady backs up. Soon as she realizes that her phone is up, she goes into complete. Should I just play a little bit?
Play a little bit.
Girl, she goes into complete. It's a mess.
Oh God, no, it's you. Now you are. Oh my God! Oh my God! Do you see this? Oh my God! I never thought nothing like this would happen to me. She just tried to run and hit me, and now she. Did you see her? You saw her, right? They all saw her. Oh my God! Karen had a breakdown. She tried to hit me. Ask your workers. She tried to hit me. She tried to hit me. Now I want security for you. Oh my God. Oh my God. You should have thought about that before you did what you did.
Girl.
There's a thread, like 11 videos long of this white woman
Girl.
acting a complete fool. Like, girl, get those crocodile tears out of here.
Abigail is a TA at a high school in New Jersey.
Ooh, child.
Probably not for long, but it's ridiculous.
You really got to think about how dangerous that is. And you really have to think about, like, how completely flipped that story would have been if sis didn't have a camera phone, you know? Technology has been, and I can't even say if it's a saving grace, but has been one of the saving graces in getting our people closer to justice than you would think. Which is unfortunate because it's a shame that our words can't even be taken for as fact and truth.
She said this so Ukenta, she has a GoFundMe page. She had a detailed account of the encounter and why she's raising money for legal counsel. She said, I'm a black Muslim Nigerian and I was treated like it was 1920 in Short Hills Mall. I was assaulted and harassed by a white woman and nothing was done by security nor the police. And you'll see that on the video. Like, security was acting like,
there's nothing I can do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, neither were the employees. Like, everyone was literally going on about their day. And I don't know if it was just because it was in New Jersey and Jersey has a very okay.
Yeah.
She said, I'm looking to hire me an excellent attorney who can help me bring light to this wrong. Yeah, it's ridiculous. All videos and updates of the situation are on my YouTube channel, Mama Africa Muslima. I was kicked off of TikTok for posting what happened to me, and they let someone else post and get millions of views. However, they deleted 2 of my accounts. One that I had for my garden, which was my original account, and the other that I created after they deleted my main account.
Wow.
She said, as always, you can count on Twitter to chime in. So, girl.
It's the same old stories, the stuff we talk about all the time, about how, white women's tears are very dangerous.
Girl.
And I'm just glad she had a camera out.
And that's the real thing. Because, because if she really did try, if she tried to hit her and didn't have her phone out, people would, because if you see the clip, there's a white woman in the back that was like, why don't you move away from her? She attacks me and I need to move away from her.
I got you on candid camera.
You on candid camera now. Girl.
Out of my face. Out of my face. Hell no, bro. Like, this is crazy to me.
Yo, I really, I'm not saying I didn't think that the Karens were, going, but, it's been a minute since we got a Karen video. So it's like, wow. Are you serious right now?
She was on the floor shaking and everything. I mean, sis was really acting like.
She passed out. I want to know if she's a TA for acting.
Maybe. She has to be.
You know what I'm saying? It was scary. But what else was scary was there was a ride in Michigan.
Girl. Let me tell you something. Where is this video? I'll put it up on the screen so y'all can see it if you haven't seen it. This is the most legit, terrifying thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay? Terrifying. There's this carnival ride up in Michigan, and that thing is shaking. It's like a circle ride, and it's like another circle on the thing. Anyway, it's going in circles, and you can see it shaking, and it looks like there's a hurricane happening in the city. That's how much this ride is shaking. So there are people looking at the thing, and one man goes up and holds it, and then all these people come up to keep to stabilize the ride.
Girl. No. No. I saw the video going around on Twitter, and I couldn't even watch the whole thing. No.
I mean, and I seen one, but then there was another angle I saw, and it looked like it was just what's the one of them things that be up in the air?
Oh, one of them that be twerking?
Yes. It looked like that. That's how the thing was moving.
No.
Let me tell you something. I ain't never been one to ride on them listen, the only thing you get on at the carnival is the fun house, okay? That's all you do at the carnival. You don't do the fun house?
I don't, my nerve. I don't do things jumping out at me.
Things not supposed to jump out of you at the fun house.
What's the fun?
It's where it's got the mirrors.
Yeah,
and it's
I saw
oh my God. Okay, but did you have a fear of it before us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
This ride actually made me think about when we went to Frankie's for Sierra's birthday. Was that 2 years ago?
And I told these bitches, I said, I can't get on here because
I
I might throw up.
I actually felt really bad afterwards. I felt so bad.
I'm going to put the video up here if I can find it.
Girl.
Because Brandon got the video and he sent it to me. And all of them are around me. They woo, ah! And I'm in there this is going to be bad. You can see on my face. I'm this is a bad idea.
Yo, I felt so bad when she Sierra gave me this look bitch, I told you. And I was like.
Her, Simone, who else? Keisha. I was yo, this is a bad idea. I'm telling you, I'm not going to feel good after I get off this ride.
She did say it. We was
no, you're not. You're going to be fine. I'm I'm telling you, I'm going to be not good.
She was mad at us for at least 20 minutes.
I was hot.
She was.
But you know what? It wasn't a carnival ride.
Yeah, that was the real,
It was, yeah. They don't take it down.
It didn't come in a box.
Right. Still, listen, you can get on them carnival rides if you want to.
No.
It's dead for me. I don't do that. Not around here in these parts. No.
I don't really do carnival. I'll do, amusement parks. Yeah. Things like you said, they don't take them down.
Mm-hmm.
You see the Carowinds ride all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Them little carnivals, funnel cakes, turkey legs.
Candy apple.
I might like if it's a ride on the ground. Yeah, if it goes above the ground, I'm not getting on it.
The Ring of Fire used to be one. It was literally a roller coaster in the shape of a circle, and I saw one get stuck, and the people were stuck upside down for an hour.
No.
Yes, ma'am. Saw it in Philly. I was like, ooh, never. Would never be me.
Absolutely not.
Can't relate. No, ma'am.
Absolutely not. Nope.
No, ma'am.
Couldn't be me. It's like the last couple things.
Yeah.
Listen. Congratulations are in order for our new spelling bee champ. Her name is Zalia Avant-Garde.
Is it Grande or Guard?
Guard. Oh, yeah, I said Grande. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Garde.
Okay, Garde.
I believe it's Garde.
Avant-Garde?
Yeah, she is from Harvey, Louisiana, and she is 14 years old, and she is the winner of the Scripps National Spelling Bee at Disney World. Not only is this a spelling bee champ, she is a basketball prodigy.
Yeah.
She already has like 18 full ride scholarships to college already. On ESPN, she said, "Yeah, spelling is kind of like a side thing.
Yeah.
Like talk your shit.
Yeah.
Like, okay."
She said, basketball. I'm not just playing it. I'm really trying to go somewhere with it. Basketball is what I do. Spelling is really a side thing I do. It's like a hors d'oeuvres, but basketball is like the main dish.
I love it. I love it.
I do have some beef with one of these companies calling her the first black woman to win. First of all, she is a child. She's 14 years old. She's a girl.
She's a little girl.
Stop trying to turn our black children into adults sooner than later. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. But yes, congratulations to this young lady, girl. Continue to just drag these people by their edges, you know?
Yeah.
Outspell them, and I'll beat them in basketball. There's clips of her like on a unicycle.
Girl, she already has 3 Guinness World Records.
Like, I love it.
She's like the top player in the competition. Started she's ridiculous. Like,
you should feel threatened by black women and girls. You should. I mean what I said.
She already has a full ride offer, full ride scholarship to Southern University.
Go ahead, girl.
Okay. I think it's 3 others: Southern University and LSU. And where else? Louisiana Community and Technical College. I'm sorry. Yeah, so basically, like, the Louisiana Community and Technical College system is basically giving her a scholarship wherever she wants to go. Like, if you want to go to any technical college in the state, call us. You're good.
That's lit.
That is amazing.
That's super lit. Go ahead, girl.
That is amazing.
Love that for her.
What else is amazing is that Broadway has all of the, where's the oh my gosh, where is it? There it is. For Broadway's fall lineup, every single play has been written by a black playwright.
That's super dope.
Like, that's like the first. It's crazy. So hopefully Delta variant won't take over and actually people will be able to see all these plays built by all these amazing playwrights. But yeah, if you have not been to a Broadway play in New York City, please.
I've been to several.
Same.
You need to do that. That is an experience you need. That should be on your bucket list.
Did you see Cats?
No, I've never seen Cats.
Yo.
I've never seen Cats. I've seen Chicago.
I never saw Chicago.
I've seen Chicago. I've seen Les Mis, which, wow, fell asleep during it. Hated it.
I saw the movie.
I hated it.
Russell Crowe singing? No.
It was very, very boring. I don't get the hype about the story. There, I said it. Fight me. Like, fight me.
I don't really know why I went to go see the movie.
Yeah. And then I saw something else on Broadway, too. I can't remember what it was, though.
I saw Raisin in the Sun. I've seen Annie. I saw Cats twice, actually. I saw The Lion King. I saw Thurgood. It was actually a one-man play about the life of Thurgood Marshall, played by Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh.
I saw Power Rangers Live. That was my first one.
That was on Broadway?
Yeah, that was my first one. I think I was 6. That was my very first one.
Oh.
Yeah, that was my first one.
Okay.
And there's several others that I've seen. I'm just kind of trying to like.
Not Power Rangers.
Yeah. That was my first one.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Cool.
my first one.
Cool. Awesome.
And so DaBaby is what's the last thing? DaBaby, we done talk about this dude at least every week now.
It really feels like it.
For the last 3 weeks. Shout out to Charlotte, I guess. DaBaby is sparking a debate on social media about hustling, I guess.
Hustle.
something like that. So he, like, I don't know exactly where he was at. It looked like he was in New York City. And there were these two young men that were selling Skittles and Gushers. Everybody that's, everybody done sold at least some cookies, some candy, something one time in their life. So it's not easy.
Do you remember them Skittle Twizzler things? I used to sell those.
Oh, wow.
Those things were nasty, by the way.
They are.
Oh, my God. Terrible.
Everybody has sold something like that. So these two young men tried to hustle DaBaby at a $200, talking about, I made $400 a day off these boxes. Like, okay. So DaBaby was like, wait a minute. Hold on. So you're telling me you sell these Skittles for $2? And he said, how many's in the box? He said, it's 36 in the box. He said, how much is 36 times 2? And the young man couldn't answer him. So DaBaby said, okay, so you selling it for $2 a box? Like, so yeah, give me one. Here's your $2. The Gushers were being sold for $1, and it was on like 40 in the pack. So don't sit here and tell me you make $400 a day off this, because that's just not accurate.
Right.
And people are dragging Jonathan.
I mean, I understand he was trying to get the boys a lesson. But also, like, give them 20s and be gone with it,
If they was little kids, cool, but these men was at least 13, 14 years old, okay? And I think, I don't know DaBaby personally, but I think what got him is, I said, what's 36 times 2?
They ain't answer.
And he said, he said something, and DaBaby was like, it's not even 100. It's not even 100. Mm-hmm. And you about to sit here and tell me that you make $400 off of these every day? I think people forget that celebrities have stories.
Yeah.
So you can't hustle a hustler. Okay? So
I think people are probably just looking at like, oh, he got all this money now. Like he could afford to give him, give them both $40 and be gone with it.
I think that's a lesson that the young men need to learn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it could have been bad. He could have been anybody that they tried to hustle, and it could have been bad for them. Like, so just be honest, okay? Like, you didn't have to do it. You could just be like, hey, man, we trying to, raise some money for whatever. We just out here just trying to make some money. Like, you trying to buy some Skittles and some Gushers. He probably would have bought the whole box.
Yeah, true.
But you saying talking about, I made $400 off of these.
Not for no candy.
And then you telling me you don't know what 36 times 2 is.
Yeah, like $400 off a box of Skittles, like,
yeah,
it ain't that popping.
Skittles not.
Skittles ain't flying off the shelves.
They're not even good.
They're not.
I don't like Skittles.
They're not.
And Gushers either.
Gushers are gross.
Yeah.
Gushers are gross.
Like Fruit Roll-Ups.
What's wrong with Fruit Roll-Ups?
No, I like Fruit Roll-Ups.
Oh, I was about to say.
I like Fruit Roll-Ups.
I love Fruit Roll-Ups. Even though I probably don't because my taste buds have changed over the years. But what I remember of Fruit Roll-Ups, like, oh my God, used to smash.
Did y'all used to put them around your fingers in this?
No, because that's disgusting. But I would roll it up in a ball and just put it all in my mouth. Very chaotic energy.
Wow.
I was like, yeah, we're going all in. Oh.
Yo, like sister, like kids are nasty. Like I just thought about oh my God, like
yo, how did we not have COVID before?
Oh,
yo, because kids are terrible, bro.
Kids are disgusting.
Kids are so nasty, yo.
Nasty as hell. But we used to be them, so I mean, it is what it is. Like
kids are gross.
Ugh.
Yeah, dog. Kids was definitely wrapping that shit around their finger and was walking around like, yo, that's fucking nasty.
Oh my God,
that is so nasty. Yeah. No, I never did that, but I was definitely like taking it all off the paper.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. I was like all in. I want all the flavors right now.
I don't like that.
Big chaotic energy.
I don't like that. No. Oh gosh.
Well, speaking of chaotic energy.
Damn.
We asked you guys a question this week. Our lip service question is, have you ever been ghosted? And what happened?
Damn.
I know.
Shout out to Shamika. She kind of she put this question on Twitter and like the responses were interesting. I was like, so shout out to her.
All right, we got a few here. Alicia Jacobs. She always comments on our YouTube videos. Hey, Alicia, girl.
Hey, Alicia.
She said, I haven't been ghosted, but I did ghost someone.
Oh.
Felt bad after, but it was out of my control, so I never followed up. Don't be embarrassed, girl. Okay.
What was out of your control?
Right.
I need the backstory,
We need to see. Val_baby said, of course, believe it or not, he is a famous rap artist, and I should have known better. Now, girl, you know better than Elite to drop something like this and not give us the tea on who it is. Like, send us a DM.
Jump in the DMs.
Who is it?
We need to know.
I need to know who it is. Like, you can't just drop something like that and be like, okay, yeah, but he's a famous rapper, but he goes through. Who is he?
Yeah. We won't tell.
Right. I won't tell. Okay. Directed by Kevin. Hey, Kevin.
Kev.
He said, "Yep," and I thank God I dodged that bullet.
Dang. Dang.
Sheesh. Sheesh. Sex prophet. Hey, Charles.
Hey, Charles.
He said many times it's all good. Think I'd be worse off if they stayed.
Yo, Charles.
That's my friend, y'all. That's
Why
my
you gotta
friend.
be so dark?
And then lastly, Bear. I always mess her name up. Bear Beauty Experience. Hey, Alana.
Hey,
girl.
Alana.
She said, "Yep, sure have. I guess me working on my business and my spiritual growth was boring. Of course, months later they pop up talking about, hey, stranger, I am not the stranger. I've been here. If
Period.
you're not interested in a financially stable, spiritually grounded adult relationship, then just say that. I retired from track 12 years ago. I ain't chasing nobody. I might jog for Lena, though. Man.
Wait. Yo, I want you to do better.
Every single time.
I want you to do better.
Every single time she finds a way to put Lena up in here.
Can we do better?
Every single
Like,
time.
I want better for you, sis.
I really want better for you too, Alana.
Okay.
Oh my God. So yeah, those are the answers that we got this week.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Sis, have you ever been ghosted? And what happened?
I have been ghosted. I have been ghosted.
What?
Yes.
This is shocking.
That means a lot to me.
I'm shocked.
Thank
You
you.
seem like the ghoster.
I have ghosted as well. But yeah, I've definitely been ghosted a few times. But the one that was like, I was like, yo, like what? Real quick. So I was talking to this dude. We went on countless. Actually, we were a blind date setup.
Oh.
His friend and my friend were dating, and they hooked us up like literally at the same time. And we just kind of hit it off. Like he took me on the best date of my life. Sorry, babe. Like literally, we had floor seats to a Knicks game. You already know.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything was great. We were getting along. We was going out. Everything was cool. One night he calls me, and we're just talking. He said, "Hey, like I have tickets to see Wicked. Do you want to go?" And I was like, yeah, bet. Like, that'd be great. He was like, okay. He was like, I'll let you know the details, like what time and everything like that. Cool. We talked about a few other things, hung up the phone, talk to you later. That was the last time I talked to dude.
Dang.
Never heard from him ever again after that night.
What did your friends who hooked you up say?
I don't even know because I don't really talk to her anymore. But like,
Oh, well,
yeah, but it was just like,
grand opening, grand closing.
it was like I was like he was like calling me like on my way to work and stuff. So the next morning I'm like, no call. I'm at work already. Like, I done got used to dude already.
Right.
I have never heard from him ever again.
Damn, ever again?
I did see him one time while I was out. He went up and was like, "Oh, what up, Cheryl?" I was like, "Hi."
Okay.
And then had the nerve to text me. That's when I changed my number. Had the nerve to text me like the next day, like, "Oh, it was good seeing you." Niggas is weird.
Talk to the hand.
What about you, sis?
I've never been ghosted. Knock on the wood, though.
For you.
Now, I do ghost, though. Ooh, child, I will ghost.
Damn.
I will ghost. Like, I'll be like, ooh, I just don't want to do this no more.
And it really sucks, but it really is just like that. Like, I'm just not feeling this anymore.
And that's terrible. But that was like years ago. I haven't ghosted anybody in recent years, but I used to be a ghoster.
Damn.
But I have never been ghosted.
Good for
I've
you.
never been ghosted. But that's because I'm really shy, so I don't be putting myself out there. So I don't be giving my number out to people. So
Yeah.
But I've never been ghosted.
I think the whole thing with ghosting is just so dumb. Like, unless it's like necessary, it's like, okay, this guy is a straight weirdo.
Right.
Blocked. But like, why? If you're not feeling it, just say like, hey, dog.
Yeah.
I know you got a thing for me, but I'm just not really feeling you like that. Like, I think that's a level of maturity that anybody,
especially at our age.
Yeah, like don't ghost me, especially if like you live in the city,
and at some point I may run into you again. Now what? Now you've made it awkward for both of us. And I can never speak to you again in life.
Like, everybody saw me at that Knicks game on TV.
Like,
sitting next to you. Like,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Everybody saw me on TV sitting next to you. Like,
yeah.
And I never saw Wicked.
Dang, I heard that was a good one too.
I've never seen it to this day.
That's so weird. Men are weird.
That's all right.
Men are weird.
I'll get Bay to take me.
Boom. Done. So yeah, that was this week's lip service question. That's it.
That was good.
That was good. That was fun. I like that.
That was good.
And that's it for this week's episode.
Aww.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Please be sure to follow us on all of our social medias. We are on Twitter at HeadWrappOD, or on Instagram at Headwraps and Lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast, or you go to our website where you can listen to all of the episodes and where we have crew necks and t-shirts that are for sale now, but not on sale at www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com. Also, don't forget that we are over on itstheblock.com.
It's the block.
Your place for everything local Charlotte, lifestyle, arts, entertainment, culture, black excellence, news, everything you need. Oh yeah, and plus us. We over there as well. Itstheblock.com. It's the block _ on Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget, you guys, we are still working on trying to get our own studio. The GoFundMe link is in the description box, but if you're not rocking with GoFundMe, you know the CashApp is down there too. $ HeadWrappOD. Lastly, we are on a bunch of platforms and everything: Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and TikTok. I think that's everything. We didn't have a new review this week, and I'm really disappointed.
It's
in you
because
guys.
it was a somber episode last week.
You know, and it's like we see the numbers going up.
But y'all have been doing good with the reviews, like, you know.
Yeah. Oh. If they was doing good, we'd have a new one.
Oh, damn.
I'm going to always gaslight you, baby. I'm always going to gaslight you. You can count on me gaslighting you.
I'm the one giving y'all the benefit of the doubt, but y'all not making me look good.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm not holding, no bars hold here, okay? Damn.
And I'm the one with the trust issues. Like,
you can count on me to gaslight you.
Damn.
I will.
Damn.
All right, sis. Time for your joke.
All right.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna use the book that my dad got me in honor of his 65th birthday this week. Happy birthday, Daddy. So he got me this book, Dad Jokes, The Good, the Bad, and the Terrible. So let's see what we can find in here. I know y'all was really digging that corduroy video last week.
That was someone commented. And
they said it was funny.
They did, and they're wrong.
Because it was funny. It was very funny.
Oh.
It was very funny. Okay, hold up. I don't like that one. Oh, I already did that one.
Ma'am.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You supposed to have this ready.
I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. What did the grape do when it was stepped on?
I don't know.
It let out a little wine. Get it? I see it. You want to laugh? Do I? Yes.
That is terrible, Shrub.
Get it? Because wine.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes, I do. Happy birthday to Mr. Bird.
Happy birthday, Daddy. Love you.
Happy birthday to my mom.
Happy birthday, Miss Stephanie.
Shout out to if you got a cancer in your life. God bless you. Yes. They are not gonna like that. God bless you.
My dad and my best friend.
Oh, God bless you, girl.
And I think your mom is the only Cancer I know that be like, it's my birthday. Like, yes.
Oh, your dad's not like that?
No.
You know what? I don't know any other cancers like that either.
Like,
my mom loves a good time though. She loves to celebrate.
You call Charnay on her birthday, like, happy birthday, girl. She's like, thanks. What's up? Like,
oh, Charnay. Oh, Charnay has the same birthday as my mom.
You see, like, what is the tea here? I don't know what it is with the July cancers, but it's all right. Y'all need to wrap it up because we're ready for Virgo season anyway. Okay.
You know the vibes. All right, that's enough. We'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.